You put me up.
They like to claim this shit. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above when they really have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? The whole hands with this white ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe. They gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone. Boy, they ain't shit stop it. Ain't shit prop. It's about to get serious. Boy, when they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, what the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. Oh, he cashed out on your blood. He traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say your most won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed they up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world and double together. No one is golden in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the skull never settle. Yeah, he the props. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the props. Like we all come together. Cause they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and all your ass need to stop it, ass need the props. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe. You gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the props. But step on the side of the show for the fake niggas. Stay silent, I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no loss. Ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your life. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell them we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, your baby pants through the fire. Ain't shit props. That baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Never will fail, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. But your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Ass need to stop it, ass need the props.
That's just the reality, Christian. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
All right, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. All right, we are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And today is Monday history, and we've been teaching the truth since 1969. And today is Monday history class, right? And we're gonna get into New Year's and what New Year's really mean, and the worship of the New Year's of that Roman god. The Roman goddess Janice, man. That's what we're gonna get into, and then we're also gonna get into some statistics that happened over the New Year's weekend, because there was a lot of murders that was going on. Right. Then everybody wanted to go out and party and be with everybody, so the coronavirus infections jumped up. It jumped up millions over the whole world. Why? Because everybody wanted to worship a different god. Everybody wanted to worship a different god. Everybody wanted to worship something that's not of the Bible. That's not of the Most High. You know what I mean? And to those other nations, nobody cares about what those other nations do. But you black men, Hispanic men, Native American men, you must keep the commandments of God. You must keep your power. You know what I'm talking about? What your power told you to do, we must keep that thing there. Because if we don't, that's what happens. We die. Literally and spiritually. And spiritually. We die physically and spiritually. You know what I'm talking about? We always want to talk about respect and how the white men respect these other nations. Right? Why the white men don't respect the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Because we keep their culture. That's why we keep what our culture is. We throw that out the window. We don't even give a damn, and we don't even consider. But then what they do, right? We want to jump right on the bandwagon with whatever they do because we think it's fun.
Right.
It's not fun to die. It's not fun for me. It's not fun to die. It's not fun to die. For Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we've been dying for thousands of years now because we don't want to listen to our power. We don't want to listen to our God, but we want to do what every other nation does. That's what the problem is. We want to do what every other nation does, and it because we say, what about the kids? The kids not having fun, right?
Right.
Well, the truth, we have lots of kids. And they have fun.
Mm-hmm.
They have fun. They play. They enjoy themselves. But one thing is, they're not sinning. They're not worshiping other gods. Why? Because we don't want our kids to pass through the fire. Because when Yahweh Shah come back, when our King comes back, he's going to be doing a lot of destroying, and we don't want our kids to be destroyed. We don't want our kids to be destroyed. So when we keep our power, our law. Matter of fact, give me that in Baruch 4:1 on. Give me that in Baruch 4:1. When we keep our laws, when we keep our laws, right? When we keep our laws that our power, our Father have given us, then we get rewarded. We come into life, man. We start coming to life as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But when we leave those laws, we die. And we die a horrible death, physically and spiritually, man. Whether it's you got me?
Yes, sir. Got it. Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, and the law that endureth forever.
Mm-hmm.
All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Man, give me that one more time, man. You start that over one more time because I don't think we're getting the gist of it.
Damn right. Come on. Baruch chapter 4, verse 1.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 1.
This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh.
It says, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh, of our power, of our Lord, of the God of the Bible, the nigga God, right? The God for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. This is the law. This is the book of the law of our power, man. Mm-hmm. Right? Everybody else has their books and their whatever they want to read and whatever they want to believe in, but we have our own book, our own power that we believe in. Right? Go ahead.
Okay. And the law that endureth forever.
No, it endureth for a time.
Endureth forever.
Until Christ got hung on the cross.
Endureth forever.
It endures forever, man. So what is these people talking? What is everybody talking about? The laws of God are done away with. They don't know. They don't know the Bible. They don't know what they don't know about. They don't like the Bible said that they have a zeal for the Most High, but not of knowledge.
Right.
Because they don't have the knowledge of the Most High. Why? Because they're not reading the book, man. They want to believe and feel anything that they want to believe and feel, right. But they don't want to actually get down in the book and do what the Most High says. The Most High can give a damn about feelings. He can care about personal opinion. He wants you to do what he says because he doesn't want personal opinion in the kingdom. He doesn't want feelings in the kingdom. He wants what he said to be done in the kingdom. That's what he wants.
That's right.
Keep going on.
Okay. And all they that keep it shall come to life.
It says all they that keep the laws of God, right? They shall come to life, man. All they that keep the laws of God, they shall come to life, man. Keep going.
Okay. But such as leave it shall die.
They shall do what?
Such as leave it shall die.
Everybody that leaves the laws of God, man, they shall die, man. Physically and spiritually, man. Physically and spiritually, man. You want to leave the laws of God and go smoke weed and go smoke cigarettes. One of these days, somebody's gonna lace your weed. One of these days, you're gonna smoke that cigarette and get lung cancer. Right? You're gonna go and go out and celebrate Christmas and New Year's, right? And you're gonna get coronavirus. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get COVID-19, man. So eventually, you're gonna die physically and spiritually, right? Because now that you want to celebrate New Year's Eve, the most, I'm not the Most High, but these other nations, they don't have no respect for you. They don't have no respect for you. They look at you like an astonishment, because they're looking like, how can you go through all this pain and suffering, right, from the white man, and then turn around and want to love him? Right. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. If that would happen to any other race, man, it'd be an act of war, man. But since it happened to Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, man, we just follow right along with it. Right? Is that it on that?
Come on.
Now let's get this. Should I get the law for? Yeah, give me the law. Give me Deuteronomy 12.
Okay.
Give me Deuteronomy 12 before we jump into the actual history of it.
All right, I got it.
All right, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Come. Deuteronomy chapter 12 and verse 30.
Right.
Take heed to thyself.
It says, do what?
Take heed to thyself.
It says, take heed to thyself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take heed to thyself. Give me Google that for me. Google heed. Google heed.
Okay.
Yeah, take heed to thyself, man.
The definition of heed.
Right.
To pay attention to or take notice of.
Right. It says, okay, so it says take notice of, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. It says, or pay attention to. So it says pay attention to thyself, right? Now let's get back into the script.
Okay.
All right.
Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 30.
Uh-huh.
Take heed to thyself,
right,
that thou be not snared by following them.
All right, now start it over. But instead of say take heed, say pay attention.
Okay. Take very close attention of. It's like here.
Just pay close attention to thyself.
Pay close attention to thyself.
Uh-huh.
That thou be not snared by following them.
Right. So it says pay attention to yourself, that you don't be that you don't be snared, right? That you don't be tripped up, that you don't be tricked out of your position to following these other nations, right? So you got to pay close attention to what these people are trying to get you to celebrate and to keep. Because they're gonna tell you, oh, New Year's is it's the beginning of a new year, but everything's dead, and that's not our New Year.
Right.
That is not our New Year. Our New Year starts somewhere between the month of March and April. Our New Year does not. Our New Year starts around Passover. Our New Year's does not start when everything is dead. We do not worship the dead, man. We do not worship the dead. That's not our New Year's. That's not New Year's for Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. And if that's the case, right? So every other nation has a different New Year on this planet. Mm-hmm. Chinese got their New Year. Arabs got their New Year. White people got their New Year. What's your New Year, Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man? What is your New Year? That's what I want to know. What is your New Year? Why do we have to follow the white man's New Year? Why can't we follow anybody else's New Year except the white man's? But we have to follow this white man's New Year. Whatever our oppressor says, yes, sir, your boss. That's how we feel. We have Stockholm syndrome. We have Stockholm syndrome. Malcolm X said it the best, man. He said when the master coughed, he said, "What's wrong, boss? We sick?" You know what I'm saying? What's wrong? We sick? Because we want to do whatever the white man says, man. Right? Keep going, Art.
Oh God. After that, they be destroyed from before thee.
Is it after what?
After that, they be destroyed from before thee.
So when you start following them, you be destroyed. Right? You're destroyed. Right? We get destroyed. From when we follow other nations and doing that wickedness and doing whatever they want to do, we get destroyed. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. And I say the men because the men's supposed to be the leaders of the household, man.
Right. You're
supposed to be the leaders of your family. So that's why I'm saying men. All right, keep going. All right.
Come. And that thou inquire not after their gods.
After their what?
After their gods.
After their Christmas. After their what?
After their gods.
After their New Year. Say it one more time.
After their gods.
After their Halloween. Say it one more time.
After their gods.
After their Ramadans. After their what? I say it one more time.
After their gods.
After their Chinese New Year. One more time.
After their gods.
After their smoking weed, man. After their god of thuggy, man. After their Krishna god. Say it one more time.
After their gods.
After they're growing their dreads out, man. After their God. Say it one more time.
And that thou inquired not after their gods.
After Ra, that Ankh, Isis.
Right.
After their gods, man.
Mm-hmm.
After their gods, man. After Nimrod. After Janice, man.
Right.
We're going to get into it in just a second. Because when we follow that, we die, man.
That's right.
After their gods, man. What's coming up? Valentine's Day. I've been looking into that history, bro.
That was a deadly one.
I can't wait to get into that.
That one right there.
After their gods, man. Following after their gods, man. Keep going, man.
Come. Saying, how did these nations serve their gods?
Right. We're worried about how these nations serve their gods when our power told us don't follow how they follow their gods. Don't worry about what they do with their gods because their gods ain't living. They can't do nothing. But our God is a living power. That's why we still suffer the curses of the Most High today, because our God is a living power. That's what happened. The Black, Hispanic, and Native American God is a living power. So when we'll disobey him yesterday, tomorrow we'll get our punishment.
Right.
But they can do whatever they want to because they're not gonna receive the punishment from their gods, because their gods tell them they can do whatever the hell they want to do. But our God told us not to. That's what our God told us to do. Our God told us never, don't. You know what I'm talking about? Thou shalt not. You feel me? That's what our God told us to do. Keep going on.
Come. Saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise.
Right. Even though what I do likewise. That's exactly what we say. They say they had a king, right? What did we say? We want a king also. And the Most High gave it to us. Right? Most High gave it to us. And then when Christ get on the scene, right? We're the ones that set him up for the white man to kill him. We voted for that thing there, and then now turn around thousands of years later, we're voting again for us to die. Keep going, Art.
Okay. It says, "Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy God."
Right.
For every abomination to the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their gods.
Right. Everything that the Most High hates, that's what they do to their God. They want to change things. They want to believe in this and believe in that. Keep going.
Come. For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods.
Right, because they're murderers. They're killers. And they'll even murder each other and they'll kill each other. That's what they'll do. It's proven already, man. They're nobody murders like the white man. You feel me? And he'll go to a country concert in Las Vegas and shoot up from the top floor and murder hundreds. You feel me? The same people that they vote in power, they're murdered, like John F. Kennedy. They'll do it. They'll do it. Not only are they killing you, black man, they'll kill their people. What's Sandy Hook? Sandy Hook, they kill children. They kill children, man. They murder kids that are in kindergarten. That's what they do, man. That's what they do. And then they also for 9/11, right? When the Twin Towers got here, right? They bombed over there in Iraq for 24 hours straight. And then turned around and said, "Oh, we got the wrong Arabs."
Shit.
It wasn't Al-Qaeda. It was the Taliban. We got the wrong Arabs. But you just bombed these people for 24 hours straight, man. Men, women, and children. And then you go over there and want them to like you, like we're doing something good here. And then they get mad when they fight back and put IEDs everywhere and stuff like that. But you just bombed these people for 24 hours straight, and they wasn't even the right group of Arabs. And then you just go to the next group and start messing with them. Boy, that's what they do. And now they're over here in Taiwan. Is it Taiwan? I think it is Taiwan, and they got beef with the Chinese now. They talking about if they told the Chinese if you go into Taiwan, we got something for you. That's what they told the Chinese. And they beefing with everybody. Go ahead.
All of that about Esau is about his economy and his money.
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan, especially because Taiwan produces the microprocessors for all the gadgets that we use, like computers and cell phones and all that stuff.
Right.
They make a ton of money off of that. So they're going to do that because they know China moving in there is a power move by them so that they can control and have a monopoly over that part of the market. Because again, Taiwan, they make the most advanced, superconductors. All the stuff you see in your cell phones and stuff would be at a halt if they took over Taiwan. So they're doing that because about their money, right? That's a part of it. That's a huge part of it.
Yeah, I thought it was Japan. See, you gotta learn something new every day.
Hey, Japan, I'm just saying that's Taiwan be doing that. Yeah,
that's wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. It's because they don't give a damn about anybody, man. Their religion is money, is murder. Mm-hmm. That's what they believe in. They don't believe. You'll think they believe in Christmas and all that because they're supposed to. No. They believe in murder. They believe in child molestation. Mm-hmm. They believe in war. They believe in money. You know what I'm talking about? That's what they believe in. They don't believe in anything. They don't believe in anything else. And then the black man follows after them. That's why he'll sell drugs for money. That's why the black woman will sell her body for money. Because we follow right after them. We follow what they do. That's why the cartel. That's why the cartel kills everybody for money, and to keep that hold on the drug territory. So they start to kill everybody. Mm-hmm. So does the gangs. The gangs kill everybody because they're trying to hold on to drug territory. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody's killing and doing things for money. You know what I'm talking about? That's why it says you can't serve God and mammon.
Right. Damn right.
You feel me? You can't do both. Mm-hmm. But the white man want to make you believe that want to make the world believe that they believe in God. They believe in that. And then they also want to make everybody believe or have them believe that they believe in money also. Go ahead, Art.
What you're saying is real heavy because you look at our lost brothers in Mexico and the cartels, or brothers in the prison system that are fighting and killing over money and over drugs and over that type of lifestyle. And that's a lifestyle that they learned from their oppressor. Right. And we're reading here in the scripture that says not to learn from them, not to follow their way of life. Right. But what they do is they see us copying them, and then they demonize us, and they just zoom in on that with the media and everything. They're like, okay, look, see, they're bad. They're criminals. They shouldn't be over here. Meanwhile, they're doing the same thing, just in a more political way. Right, because they're trying to escape their judgment. Yeah, exactly. So they're trying to put all the eyes and they're trying to put all the eyes on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and everybody else that do anything wrong. When really they the ones that's been doing wrong since the beginning. Yeah, right. Really, they're the ones that's doing wrong since the beginning, but they're trying to hide and run from that judgment. That's why he calls himself white now, and he calls himself American. You know what I'm talking about? Then he calls himself Native American. You know what I'm talking about? Then he calls himself German. Then he calls himself British. Then he calls himself a Hungarian. I mean, really, he's none of those things, man. He's Esau. He's the devil that the Bible speaks about, man. Go ahead. Keep going. Okay. It says, for even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods. Right. Keep going. Verse 32. What things soever I command you. Say what? what things soever I command you.
He didn't not suggest. He didn't ask. He said, whatever thing that I command you. That's what the Most High is saying. So whatever it is. If I tell you that everybody needs to come to a certain place for Passover every year and eat a lamb and unleavened bread, right? That's what you should do. Whatever I command you. Right? Go ahead.
Okay. What things soever I command you, observe to do it.
It says observe. Observe is another understand to do it. Right? Keep going.
Thou shalt not add unthereto.
And that's what we're doing, and that's what we do when we worship these other nations.
Right.
We're adding to it. Because you go to the Christian church, they're supposed to believe in the God of the Bible.
Right.
But they got Christmas trees and they having New Year's Eve gift backs and all that. They doing what was it? Trunk or treat.
What the hell is that?
Where they don't go into the church where they don't go house to house for Halloween. Now they just set up in the church parking lot and they got candy in their trunk and all the kids come around and get the candy from the trunk. They do trunk or treat. What about Easter? Right?
Adding on to it.
Right, adding on to it.
Bunnies laying eggs.
You know what I'm talking about? The Most High never ordained that. We believe we worshiping Jesus. Jesus told you not to worship him. My King Yahweh Shamashiach said don't man, I'm trying to paraphrase it.
You talking about the one where it says Salakia, where he's talking about why callest thou me good?
Yeah, there's none good but God.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about? Right. Yahweh Shah was not doing these things.
That's right.
Yahweh Shah was not worshiping his birthday. The day that he was born, he was not worshiping that. He was not keeping that. And he just wasn't. You know what I'm talking about? And then you ask him, like, so what is the day? I don't know. So you whatever day the oppressor says, that's what it is. Whatever day the oppressor says, that's the day. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they don't believe in their new year. Whatever the white man says is our day. Is the day of the new year. We're gonna run with it. You know what I'm talking about? That's what happens. Keep going, Art.
That's the Salakia. Thou shalt not add thereto, nor diminish from it.
Right, because when you're not keeping the Passover, you're diminishing from what the Lord told you to do.
That's right.
Every year around Passover, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they go get their new Easter suit when they really should be getting garments for the Passover.
Right.
They really should be trying to find a way to get them a nice garment for Passover, man. Not Easter. Not Easter. Let's get into that article, man, about that first article.
Okay, about the violence?
No, about Janice. Is it violent? No, it's about the god Janice, yeah.
Let me get that real quick. Oh, you know what? Let me get it from now, because I got the last three.
That's what I was trying to give you that, man.
It's like it. Let me know. You want to go ahead and start it?
Yeah, go ahead and start it, man. I'm gonna get there.
Okay. It says the God of doors, gates, and transitions.
Wait. Say that one more time.
The God of doors, gates, and transitions.
When you God of doors, don't that sound like we open in the new year?
Right.
It said gates, but you got to open the gate to the new year. And it says transition. That's that New Year's resolution.
Right.
That's that New Year's resolution. New year, new me. Looking at, when it's really the same old person, you know what I'm talking about? And they doing the same old bull. But go ahead.
It's like, before we get into it, I just want to say, like, you see the spirit on what it's done to our people. Like, even online, you see broads in the world, they posting online. I seen a broad say, "Oh, new year, new me. My body count resets this year." Like, I'm like,
oh, whoa.
Like, what? Come on, man. That's disgusting.
Wow, I didn't
joking about it. Like, even just to joke about it. Like, I don't even know. Hopefully she wants a series, but I'm just saying that's the mentality that be in these people. Just they following another custom when they do that.
I mean, everything they do is following another custom,
Mhm.
from the months of the year to the days of the week,
Mhm.
right? Even into the different planets. Those are different. Let's read. Let's read, man. It's gonna get into it because the planets is even worshiping like Roman gods.
Oh yeah. All right, so this is the god of doors, gates, and transitions. History of the ancient Roman god Janus. In ancient Roman religion and mythology, Janus was the god of gates and doors.
Mm-hmm.
See, the ancient Romans had a specific god who held the key, so to speak, to the metaphorical doors or gateways between what was and what is to come.
Man, hold up. Read that part again. Read that part again.
See, the ancient Romans had a specific god who held the key, so to speak, to the metaphorical doors or gateways between what was.
Right. What we leaving in 2021. We're going to leave whatever that was. We're going to leave that in 2021. It said what was. Keep going.
And what is to come.
New year, new me. New year. I'm not even focusing on that bad vibe from last year. I'm focusing on this new vibe from this year. Really, coronavirus came 2 years ago, but in 2022, coronavirus is still running rampant.
Yep.
Right, because it's of the Lord. Right, keep going. All right.
Con. The liminal space of transitioning out of one period of time and into something new.
Right.
At Anderson Locke, we're kind of obsessed with all things related to doors and keys. In this post, we're unlocking the myths surrounding Janus, the Roman god of doors.
It's that myth, right? Because they know it ain't real.
That's
just
right.
Like we know it ain't real, but we believe in that thing because the white man believes in that thing.
Right.
Keep going.
Con. Who is Janus? It seems like the ancient Romans had a god or goddess for everything.
It had a what?
It seems like the ancient Romans had a god or goddess for everything.
Right.
Poseidon, god of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Venus, goddess of love and beauty.
Right.
Apollo, the god of the sun, just to name a few.
Remember a couple weeks ago I was talking about that about the sun god and how every nationality has a worship of the sun god.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Whether it's Apollos, whether it's Jupiter, whether it's Ra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? They all have a worship of the sun god because it's all paganism. It's all the same. They just take the gods that they were worshiping before and they just tie it into a new nationality.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And this is the worship of it because we're ruling. Now this is the worship of it because we're ruling. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead.
Just to name a few. Other well-known Roman gods include Jupiter.
And to include what?
Jupiter.
Man, that ain't that a planet?
Right.
Keep going.
Saturn.
Ain't that a planet?
Right.
Keep going.
Mercury.
Is that a planet?
Keep
going.
Mars.
That's another planet. Keep going.
Neptune.
That's another planet.
Orcus, Ceres, Juno, Luna Diana, and Vesta.
Right.
And then there's Janus.
Right.
A lesser known god, but arguably one of the most important.
It's a what?
A lesser known god, but arguably one of the most important.
So it's not Christmas. It's not Easter. It's not Thanksgiving. It's not one of them other gods, right? But it's lesser known god. But it's very, very, very important. Mm-hmm. That's why everybody's celebrating it. That's why everybody celebrates it because it's very, 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 very important. Keep going.
Okay. In Roman mythology, Janus was the god of doors, gates, and transitions.
Mm-hmm.
Janus represented the middle ground between both concrete and abstract dualities such as life and death.
But wait. We're not going to skip past that. Such as what?
Such as life and death.
See, they want you to believe that if you don't celebrate this, you're gonna die or live. When the Bible said that if you don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, that's how you die or live.
Man.
Or live or die. Keep going on.
Beginning and end.
Right. When the beginning and end, I thought, ain't that what Yahweh said? He's the Alpha and Omega.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Youth and adulthood.
Right. Youth and adulthood. Right. Go ahead.
rural, urban,
Go ahead.
war and peace,
Uh-huh.
and barbarism versus civilization.
Right. So that's what the God of Janice is. It's all those things. It's between good and bad, life and death, beginning and end, puberty. That's what I'm gonna say, because that's what between youth and adulthood.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Rural and urban. Right. Between country folk and city folk. War and peace. Right. Barbarism and civilization. Barbarianism and civilization. So they're probably telling you, if you don't keep New Year's, if you don't keep the worship of the god Janice, then you're uncivilized. You're a barbarian.
Wow.
You're barbarism. But if you keep it, you're civilized. That's what they're saying. Go ahead.
And you know what's even crazier too is, again, they always demonize us because we just had that tragedy at that Travis Scott concert, and they were making a big deal about that doorway that showed his face with the mouth open.
Mhm.
They were like, "Oh, this is spooky." How many people that were worried about that conspiracy of that gateway, of that little mouth and that entrance when it celebrated New Year's?
Right.
Nobody.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
How many people that were worried about that actually when it celebrated New Year's, when they celebrating the actual Roman mythology regarding gateways and doorways and transitions or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So that's what the devil does. He confuses us like that. He distracts us.
And you want to know something?
Mm-hmm.
What does the Most High say? He is not the author of confusion.
Damn right.
The Most High say he is not the author of confusion.
Mm-hmm.
But the devil is the author of confusion. That's what the devil does. The devil wants to confuse you. Let's keep going on.
Okay. What's that?
Oh, wow. I pressed something. All right. It's good.
All right. Janice was known as the initiator of human life.
Right.
Transformations between stages of life,
mm-hmm.
and shifts from one historical era to another.
Right. So not only that, he's talking about from last year to this year. It could be from dark ages to the what they call it, the when the Renaissance. Yeah. It could be that too. That could be the worship of Janice. So you got to be careful on what you do. But Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we just go do whatever we feel is okay. And it's about time that we stop feeling and start doing what the Most High say. Because if everybody goes, feelings is like buttholes. Everybody has one. Everybody has feelings, but the Most High does not care about your feelings. Right? Go ahead.
Okay. Romans believed Janice ruled over life events such as weddings.
Such as what?
Weddings.
Such as what?
Weddings.
That's why when they get it, they say we starting something new. You know what I'm talking about? When they have a wedding. Now we're married. We're starting something new. When they've been married according to the Most High by having sex, because they've been having sex. All right, keep going on.
Births.
It says what?
Births.
Right. Because when you have a baby, it's supposed to be now we doing everything for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Now we're doing everything for the kids, except worshiping the Most High. Go ahead.
Okay. And deaths.
And what?
Deaths.
And deaths. Right. That's why everybody don't want to let the death go. Let the dead be dead. You know what I'm talking about? Because they don't understand about the reincarnation that's coming up after that. Mm-hmm. Right. They don't know that they're being reborn back into their family again, some way, somehow. They don't understand that because they don't have that mental capacity. They're wondering if he's going to heaven or hell. Well, he's been in hell. Mm-hmm. You Black, Hispanic, and Native American. We've been in hell. Keep going on.
Okay. He oversaw seasonal events such as planting.
Such as what?
Planting.
That's why everything is dead. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Harvests.
And harvest, right? Keep going.
Seasonal changes.
Seasonal changes. That's why it got cold. You know what I'm saying? That's why it got cold. That's why it got cold. The rest of the week it was warm and nice. Mm-hmm. Right? The second day of January, boy, it was freezing. Including today, because this morning it was cold. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
And the new year.
And the what?
The new year.
All right.
According to Roman mythology, Janus was present at the beginning of the world. As the god of gates, Janus guarded the gates of heaven and held access to heaven and other gods.
Mm-hmm.
For this reason, Janus was often invoked first in ancient Roman religious ceremonies and during public sacrifices. Offerings were given to Janus before any other deity. In fact, there is evidence that Janus was worshipped long before many of the other Roman gods, dating all the way back to the time of Romulus, the founder of the first ruler of Rome.
All right. Go back up to Janice was invoked first.
Janus was invoked first. Let's see.
Same paragraph.
What was that?
It says held access to heaven and other gods. For this reason, Janus.
Comic-Con, I see. For this reason, Janus was often invoked first in ancient Roman religious ceremonies.
Stop. Now, I know they was popping firecrackers before midnight, right? Or before the so-called new day, right? But at 12 o'clock, what happens in New York?
That ball drop.
Right, boom, man. They and then what else happens after that?
I don't know. I guess the firecrackers.
Fireworks, man. Boom, 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 boom. It sounds like World War III outside.
Mm-hmm.
Why? We just read it.
Janus is talking about. They say he was the mediator between war and peace, right?
No. It says it right here.
Salaki.
It says Janus was often invoked first in ancient Roman religious ceremonies. At the first of the year, at the beginning of the year, right? So-called year that the white man believes in. What does he do? He starts giving it up to Janus. You know what I'm talking? Starts giving it up to that god Janus. Ball drops, boom, 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 boom. Everybody, and then what did they say in the black community? That's what you want. You want to be doing that, whatever you want to be doing all year, and it's usually having sex, being a whore.
Wow.
Ain't that what it was when we was younger?
Yeah.
When we was younger and we was wrapped up into that society, right?
Right.
That's what you want to do. You want to be, you know, I'm talking about getting you some new box. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just.
I know. That's what we grew up around.
That's how we grew up around. But that's worshiping the Janus, because we did the history class on Rome, right? Mm-hmm. What did the Romans do every time they celebrated something?
I forget.
They had big sex orgies.
I was about to say that, but I didn't want to say that.
No, that's what they did. you watch that show Domino, right?
Yeah.
Every time they celebrate, what are they doing?
They messing around with each other.
They getting drunk and having sex with whores, and the men are having sex with all different women. Mm-hmm. Men even pass their wives around. Right? I used to watch Spartacus. Every time they celebrated, everybody was having sex with everybody. Mm. You know what I'm talking about? Having big orgies. And that's what and so that's another way that we take from their culture. That's another way that we take from their culture. We're not having big orgies, but you want something. You want to do something new box. Go ahead, Art.
Going back to what was talking about the gates, and how Janus was the according to Romans. They implemented in their culture ways to have gates. Like when you see a wedding, there's always that thing that goes. It's almost like
the arch.
An arch
that goes over there. That's what they stand under.
It's like a gate, and they had the same thing in the Roman Colosseums. They had gates that you have to go through to fight against the animals or whatever it was. No different than a football stadium where they got to run through the tunnel. The tunnel, yeah. When they run through the tunnel, it's like running through an entrance, an opening. Or bursting through the logo of the school or whatever,
right?
Like they do in high school,
like a gate, right?
Yeah,
or a door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they have that. It's there, but that's like an echo of where this comes from, right here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely right.
I just thought about that.
Yeah, that's
crazy. Right. You see that when you read the scripture, it really opens your eyes to shit you wouldn't have noticed before. You know what I'm talking
about? Right. Right. Then it says it even goes back to the time of Romulus. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get this last paragraph in.
Okay.
Why does Janus have two faces?
Why does Janice have two faces? What is unusual about the god Janice is his iconic image. As the god of transitions and dualities, Janice is portrayed with two faces, one facing the past and one facing the future.
Man, that sounds so much like New Year's.
Yeah.
That sounds so much like that New Year's celebration.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bringing none of that into 2022. And they bring and then they come into 2022 and have sex with all different types of men. You know what I'm trying to tell you. Go ahead, doing the same thing. Just like this next article that we're about to bring up about the murders.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? We was getting murdered in 2020 in 2019, 2020, 2021, and now we're gonna get murdered in 2022. That was the first thing that we was doing after popping those fireworks. Go ahead.
He also holds a key in his right hand, which symbolizes his protection of doors, gates, thresholds, and other separations or openings between spatial boundaries. In ancient Rome, the symbol of the key also signified that a traveler has come to find safe harbor or trade goods in peace.
Right.
Listen to that.
All right, that's it. Let's go back to the scriptures. All right.
Okay. What's the Deuteronomy?
No, we just finished Deuteronomy. Give me Proverbs 3:31.
Okay.
Oh man, I got hold on. I didn't know I had this many articles. Sometimes you just read articles and be like, I gotta put that in there. I didn't know I had this many.
All right, Proverbs. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
It says, do what?
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Don't look at what the oppressor does and act like, oh yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's something I want to do. Don't do that. Don't envy the oppressor. You know what I'm talking about? Because the Most High has judgment coming for him. You don't want that same judgment that the Most High is going to give to the oppressor.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to run from his judgment. You know what I'm talking about? He's trying to run from his judgment. And the Most High, he can't escape the Most High's judgment. Just like we can't escape our punishments. He can't escape his punishment neither.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That goes for every oppressor on the planet, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Africans, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Taiwanese, whatever. I don't know how you say it, Taiwanese.
Mm-hmm.
The Iranians. You know what I'm talking about? The Persians, the East Indians. None of them, man. They're all going to get judged by the Most High, man, on how they treated Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, on how they treated us, man. All right, keep going out.
Okay. And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose his Thanksgiving.
And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose his Christmas.
And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose his New Year's, man.
And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose his Easter.
And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose his Halloweens. Don't choose none of his ways, man. None of his ways. Keep going. Don't choose what?
And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose his war.
And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose his voting.
And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose anything that the white man uses as a tool. Don't use his abortion.
And choose none of his ways.
Don't choose none of his ways, man. Nothing. Don't choose his drugs. Don't choose his lust for money.
Right.
Don't choose his lust for pedophilia. Choose none of his ways, man. None of his ways. Because all of his ways leads to our death, our destruction.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going on.
Verse 32. For the froward is abomination to the Lord.
Right, because people that do those things are abomination to the Lord. Is there any more on that?
But end of the precept.
Go ahead.
But his secret is with the righteous.
His secret is with who?
With the righteous.
Is with the I.S.U.P.K., man. Because why are we righteous, man? Because we keep the laws of God, man.
That's right.
His secrets are with the I.S.U.P.K. So everybody else is out there that's not in the I.S.U.P.K., they don't have the Most High secrets. That's why every time you bring something to somebody that says they're a Christian or that they believe in the Most High and something like that, and you bring it to them and you bring they tell you, no, don't read them scriptures. because they know they're not following those scriptures.
Wow, yeah.
They'll sit there and talk to you and argue you down, but how I feel and how I do, and then you trying to bring the scripture to them about lean not to thy own understanding,
right,
and shit like that. I mean, and things like that. So like they be like, no, don't read that. Don't read that. I don't want to read that. But there's many different Bibles. And you know what I'm talking about? But they were just talking about Jesus. You know what I'm talking about? They were just talking about what else they reading about Jesus at?
Nowhere.
Yeah. Don't read that Bible. Don't read that Bible. Because we have the secrets here, man. And they know that we have the secrets here. That's why when you bring up something like about the law, they be like, law. You're like, oh, we don't all deal with God's laws. You feel me? Well, everybody sinned, and I said, yeah, everybody sinned, but I mean, everybody doesn't sin. You know what I mean? Do you tell them something like that? They be like, what? Do you know what sin is according to the Bible? Sin is whatever God don't want you to do. Like, so what is that? You know what I'm saying? Then you try to get the definition. No. Don't read that. Don't read that Bible. You be like, what? You feel me? When you talking about sins, nothing else on this book, on this planet is going to talk about sins.
Or so like,
go ahead.
But always like if you're bringing out the Bible and you talking have a regular conversation and you're around Jakes that are in the world, the first thing they say is, just put that down for a sec. All right, just put that down for a sec. Or they say, oh, now's not the time for that. We'll definitely get into that later, and then later never comes, of course, right?
Of course.
But just put that down for a second. Just let me know what you think, right?
Yeah, I can't tell you. I can't tell you what I think.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if I tell you what I think, it'd be a lie.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That's why I have to tell you what the Lord said. Thus saith the Lord. Mm-hmm. If I can't say thus saith the Lord, you know what I'm talking about? I can't really speak on it.
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about? Because everything that we believe in here in the I.S.U.P.K. is of the Lord. And the Lord has practical knowledge.
Damn right.
Very simple knowledge. Mm-hmm. But the simplicity of the law. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's very simple. It's not hard to understand. They just don't want to understand it because they don't want to stop what they're doing.
Right.
They want to be whores. We want to be drug dealers. We want to be drug addicts. We want this thing there. We want that. We want to celebrate New Year's. We want to celebrate Christmas. We want to celebrate Easter. We want to celebrate Thanksgiving. We want to do these things as being Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American because we want to do what our oppressor says. We want to make our oppressor happy instead of making the Lord happy. You know what I'm talking about? That's what happens, and that's why we still in this under this oppressor today. That's the reason why we're under this oppressor today. You know what I mean? Keep going on. Or no, that's it. Give me Exodus 20 and verse 3.
Okay.
Exodus 20 and verse 3. We're gonna get some more about how the Lord feels about these other gods, about these idols. That's all out here, man. And they're everywhere, man.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 3.
Yep.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
You should not be worshiping Janice before the Most High.
Right.
You should not be worshiping Nimrod before the Most High. You should not be worshiping Halloween before the Most High. You should not be worshiping Christmas before the Most High. You shouldn't be worshiping none of these other gods before the Most High. Read that one more time.
Come. Thou shalt not, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
None. No other gods before him. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath,
right,
or that is in the water under the earth.
Right.
Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
Man, we were just listening to Ask Ye the Prophets. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Right.
Gotta stand up to serve my God.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I'm just saying, right. Because every time before church, I used to see the pastor and I used to see them bowing down to Caesar Borgia, praying to Caesar Borgia.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And then you ask him, like, you know Jesus is black, right? Oh, we all know Jesus is black. Then why are you praying to that? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It makes you want to ask questions. You know what I'm talking about? I wasn't in the truth then. So when I was watching it, I was just like, you feel me? But then I asked you if Jesus is black. You say, yeah, but then who is that? You know what I'm talking about? But then now I got the answer. Now it makes me want to battle. Like I just want to go to the church and stand out front and be like, so you know what I'm talking about?
You gonna take down that white Jesus?
You feel me? But I know you know what I'm talking about? I know that'll be, I have to have decorum. You know what I'm talking about? I know I have to have decorum. You know what I mean? Because I represent the I.S.U.P.K. now. So we just can't be getting in the worthless battles. You feel me?
Come.
You know what I mean? Keep going up.
Come. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I am the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
He's what?
For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
And that's what every woman should understand, right there. Because you want all the men's love, all your men's love, just on you. You know what I mean? That's what all women should understand. But for some reason, when it comes to God, it's okay if I worship all these other gods. You know what I'm talking about? It's okay if your man has more than one wife then.
Right.
No. Well, then what's the problem? You know what I'm talking about? What's really the problem? The problem is that the world has made that woman a god also. And the men bow down to them.
Wow.
Then when they come around the I.S.U.P.K. and real men of war, you know what I'm talking about? We be like, nah, we ain't what? And they be like, you feel me? Like you know what I'm talking about? Didn't they that long breath get? Didn't?
I can't control this man.
Yeah. And you're not gonna control no men, especially no men in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
You're not gonna. We're men of the Lord. You know what I'm talking about? The Lord, the only thing that controls us. The Lord and our lords. You know what I mean? The men above us, the Most High, Christ, and the men above us. Those are the only thing that control us, man. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. Let's keep reading on.
Come. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
Right.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children until the third and fourth generation.
Wait, it said unto the fathers and the children, right? So everybody's talking about, I celebrate Christmas for the children. We did fireworks and for the children. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, well, the Lord is going to visit that iniquity on the fathers, the mothers, and the children. He's going to visit that there. He's going to give judgment for that upon your children also. Yeah, because what you do and you give to your children, you're teaching them to sin.
Right.
And he's going to visit the children also. And nobody's going to escape their judgment, man. Not I. You know what I'm talking about? Not I, Alawan. Not Jerome up the street. Not Miguel. Not Jose. And not Black Coyote.
Right.
Nobody's going to escape their judgment, man. Everybody's going to get their judgment for whatever they do, man. Keep going up.
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children until the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Of them that what?
That hate me.
Yeah, because when you go worship these other gods, your God says you hate him because he told you not to do these things. And we know, I talked to so many people this Christmas that said, oh, I know Christmas is pagan. But then they still do it anyway.
Wow.
And they be like, I have children. Then I'll be like, all right, just go ahead. Because I'm not going to. I told you already, you feel me? Like, but then you start showing the scriptures about the children. He be looking like, whoa. And then then 5 days later, they go celebrate, what do you call it? Go celebrate New Year's. And then the next day, they was in church. You was be like,
all over the place.
You know what I mean? I told you though. I said it. So when I said it, because they want to be in church for what? No. Why they want to be in church?
For the kids.
No. Not for the kids. Why they want to be in church? Come on, man.
I'm not Christian. I don't know.
We've been reading it about Janice.
Oh. Because they're trying to turn over a new leaf.
It's a new year. Because it's a new year. And they want to be in the transition. So it's like no, we getting rid of this old vibes, and we're gonna get some new vibes. This is when it's the same old vibes from when you was trying to go to church the last New Year's,
right,
and didn't go because you know something was wrong with it. But they would rather go to church and worship white Jesus than to believe Yahweh is a black man. The greatest man on this planet is a black man. Why? Because they love their oppressors and they think their oppressors can do no wrong.
Right.
That's why when the oppressor shoots down a black, Hispanic, and Native American man in the street, right? And everybody goes, oh, he shouldn't be doing that. I think he's doing exactly what the Lord wants him to do. Why? Because he's the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
He's the murderer, that the first murderer on this planet. Evil. Doing what he's supposed to do. You know, doing what he's supposed to do. How come we don't do what we're supposed to do and follow our power? And be the salt of the earth? Well, I mean, we don't have no problem being the salt of the earth, being the best people on the earth that the Lord made us to be. You know what I mean?
Sir.
Let me get Deuteronomy 32.
Come on.
Let me get Deuteronomy 32. I don't mean to be rambling, but I'm just saying some got to change. You know what I mean? Some got to change. We have to make a choice, man. Either to serve the Lord or serve our oppressors. And we've been making the wrong choice because we've been serving our oppressors for way too long now. It's about time we serve the Lord. And then when you tell them something about the Bible, they say, I can't believe that. Why not? You know what I'm talking about? Why can't you believe that? You believe Eve was talking to a serpent, was talking to a snake. But you can't believe that God loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans above everybody else. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I mean? It's weird. That's weird. You know what I'm talking about? You believe in a 7-headed dragon, huh? You know what I mean? You believe in a dragon, 7-headed dragon, but you can't believe God's laws. You know what I'm talking about? But you can't believe sex is marriage.
Right.
But you can believe a 7-headed dragon, huh? You can believe Adam and Eve was the only two people on the earth, but then they had kids, and then Cain went and got married. To who?
Right.
But then you can't believe that. But then you can't believe that sex is marriage. You know what I mean? You can't believe that God don't want you to celebrate Christmas. You can't believe that God don't give a damn about how your kids feel about Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving and Halloween.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Because the Most High does not care about what your kids think. And I can't wait till my daughter get of age so I can tell her too. God don't care about what you feel. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
I can't wait to spoil Christmas. I've been trying to spoil Christmas for her for the past, I don't know how long. You feel me?
Her mom makes her celebrate Christmas?
I don't know what they do on that day. Whatever they, you know what I'm talking about? I just know I don't. I be trying to get my daughter don't. Go ahead. All right. Deuteronomy 32, verse 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 16.
Uh-huh.
They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods.
Right. They provoked the Most High to jealousy with Janice, with Nimrod,
right,
with Halloween, with Thanksgiving, with Easter, with Valentine's Day, and all these other wicked pagan days that they come up with. 4th of July. Keep going.
Okay. With abominations provoked they him to anger.
Right. Because the Most High has I don't want to say he has feelings, but you know what I'm talking about? The Most High gets angry. The Most High gets angry, gets upset.
Right.
He gets mad. The Most High gets all of that. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 17. They sacrificed unto devils.
Right, with they black-eyed peas with pig feet in them. You know, tomorrow, what does Hispanics do with on New Year's? I don't know. Haven't been to New Year's in forever. What do they cook? Fajitas and
Probably tamales.
Yeah, tamales, fajitas, right? But we all know those fireworks are sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Con. To gods whom they knew not.
No, verse 17.
Con. Verse 17. They sacrificed unto devils, not to Yahweh.
Right, they sacrifice unto devils, not to the Most High. They sacrifice unto devils. That's what those fireworks is for. Those fireworks are for devils.
Right.
Right, keep going.
To gods whom they knew not.
To they what?
To gods whom they knew not.
They didn't know these gods. They just think they know these gods because they've been doing it their whole life. But they don't really know who it's for. You know what I'm talking about? They've been doing it their whole life, and then now they 40 something.
Right.
And now the I.S.U.P.K. is bringing it out about this god Janice is on New Year's and New Year's Eve. And now you're talking about, I never knew that. Of course you didn't know that. You didn't give a damn about knowing it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't care if it was about another god or not. You just know your oppressors told you to do it, and we did it. Go ahead.
Con. To new gods that came newly up.
Right, because these are new gods. These are new gods. Before that, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, we worship the most high power Yahweh. That's who we worship. That's who we kept that's who we kept our laws and our statutes and our commandments about.
Right.
Go ahead.
Con. It says, whom your fathers feared not.
Right, because our fathers didn't give a damn about Janice.
Right.
Nor Nimrod.
Mm-hmm.
None of these guys. Not the Egyptian gods. None of these gods. Our fathers didn't give a damn about these guys. Didn't care about these gods. Why we didn't care about these gods? Because we had our own power that we were trying to follow. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 18. Did you need 18?
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 18. Of the rock that begat thee, thou art unmindful.
Right, because the rock that we hold on to that gave us our start, that gave us our begin, that brought us out of Egypt. We're unmindful about that. We don't care about the Lord power Yahweh. Go ahead.
Is that talking about the tablet, the commandments tablet?
Yeah.
The rock?
But the Most High gave that to us.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So it's really talking about the Most High. You know, talking about that begot thee. Mm. You feel me? That gave us our beginning, our start. We didn't give a damn about that. Right? Is that why it says we're unmindful? Keep going.
Con. It has forgotten God that formed thee.
Right. You see how now it's starting to bring it to a roundabout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we've forgotten about the God that formed us, that started us, that made us a nation, man. We forgot about the God that killed the Egyptians, right, and passed over us just so we can be free, just so we can be a nation, man. We forgot about that. We're unmindful about that. We don't care about that.
Right.
All we care about is pleasing our oppressors. Keep going on.
Con. Verse 19. And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them.
He did what?
He abhorred them.
Man, the Most High did not like that.
Right.
Keep going.
Because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters.
Right. Because we want to go have fun. Everybody want to go out there and twerk while the fireworks is going off. And the brothers is like dumb dogs. Huh, look at all the butt. Look at all the booty. Instead of being warriors, you know what I'm talking about, warring against their flesh, and you know what I'm talking about, and not giving that no attention.
Right.
But they have to give it attention because they learn from who?
From the devil.
Right. They learn from their oppressors.
Mm-hmm.
They learn from the white man, and that's what the white man thinks about is booty. What they used to call a treasure back in the day?
Booty.
Oh, I get my booty, matey.
Yeah.
But that's all the white man cares about is booty, which is loot or pleasure. You know what I'm talking about? Or treasure. That's what they call that. Keep going.
Con. Because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters.
Right.
And he said, I will hide my face from them.
So if the Most High is looking down on you, right?
Right.
What does that mean?
He's not protecting.
No. If he's looking down on you, What does that mean? If the Most High is if you walking down the street and the Most High is looking at you, what does that mean?
He's watching.
He's watching you, right? But what he said, he hid his face, right? What does that mean?
He's no longer like he ain't caring about them.
He's not with you no more.
Right.
The Lord is not with you no more. He says, oh, he gonna hide his face. He's not gonna be with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans no more. That's why we here that's why we here in America suffering right now. Go ahead.
I just compared that because when you think about it, like it's kind of compared to like when you have a toddler walking around the house, you watching them, you keep an eye over them because you don't want them to hurt themselves. But the second you hide in your face, they're exposed.
Mm-hmm.
They can run into something. They can fall down off something.
What did Adam and Eve say they were? They were naked.
Right. I was saying he hides his face from them. He can't, like, he's not protecting them.
Right.
Or actively choosing not to protect them.
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like,
he got tired of the I was gonna cuss. He got tired of the malarkey, of the boo-boo.
Right.
He got tired of us always running to the Most High when we need him. But then when he's like, all right, now all you gotta do is do this. And I'll be like, oh, you know what I'm talking about? The hell with the Most High. Basically, that's what we're saying.
Wow, yeah.
But then when we need the Most High, we need you. And the Most High come right in and save the day and give us our land back and all that. And then we get in our land and then we start to worship other gods again. Or forgetting the Most High again. Start to do wickedly against each other again. You know what I'm talking about? And that's the story of the Bible. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was needing the Most High saving us and doing what he needs to do for us. And then we go and turn our face against the Most High. And we were stiff-necked and rebellious children. Mm-hmm. That's the whole Bible right there. We have never did what we were supposed to do. We never kept our agreement with the Most High. Slacky, go ahead.
It says, I will see what their end shall be, for they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith.
We have no what?
A froward generation, children in whom is no faith.
How do we have no faith?
Because they're not following the Most High's commands.
Right, because they don't. Because when you tell Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you have to keep God's laws to get to so we can get out from under this oppressor.
Right.
There's no proof. Mm-hmm. Only proof is the Bible, and they don't believe the Bible really, especially a Christian. But everybody else they don't believe the Bible. Only people that believe the Bible is Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are in the I.S.U.P.K. You feel me? So when you telling them things out the Bible, they're not believing it. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I say you have to have faith. You have to have faith in these things there. You know what I'm talking about? Why are we so strong-headed for the Bible?
Because we got faith.
Because we got that faith.
Damn right.
We got that faith, but we're in the Bible every day. We reading that Bible every day, and every day we're reading some different stuff like, damn. You know what I'm talking about? That's us right there. You know what I'm talking about? Officer Malagwa tells me all the time, like when we don't do what we're told, right, or don't complete the order when we're told, he's like that's only because you're a what? And we give him every other answer in the book. He's like, nah, it's because you're an Israelite. You know what I'm talking? You feel me? And that's what Israelites do, especially in the Bible. That's what Israelites do. We don't do what we're told. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead, Doc.
So in like this society, it's got our people so confused and lost that we reading in this book where the Most High is like, turn back, oh ye backsliding children. They worship other gods. They doing all this bad stuff, right? Mm-hmm. This is talking about right now too,
right?
And they don't see that because they see the Old Testament like, oh, that's in the past. Oh yeah, we worship other gods in the past. Oh yeah, that's terrible. And then they hug they New Testament, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the Psalms and Proverbs, like, oh yeah, I'm following God now. No, this is talking about right now too.
And then go bow down to white Jesus.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Go bow down to Caesar
like,
Borgia.
You think the devil stopped doing what his job was to deceive us?
No.
He's still doing it right now. You just think that you're not.
You're absolutely right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the heavy thing about it is that when we read this, it's like this is talking about today. Like you just said
right now.
Yeah,
you're talking about a couple of days ago.
Yeah, here we are, right here.
And yesterday. What was yesterday? Sunday and yesterday.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it's talking about. You feel me? But they're not gonna see it because they don't want to see it.
Right.
And the Lord don't want them to see it.
That's the thing too. Yeah, you're right.
The Lord don't want them to see it, but the Lord knows all. The Lord knows what they're doing, and the Lord knows that what they go through, what they went through, and the Lord knows all that. You know what I'm talking about? So when the Lord don't want you to see it, the Lord's like, I'm not even trying with you. You know what I'm talking about? But the ones that He do want them to see it, the Lord is working with them. The ones that's going through the fire, you know what I'm talking about? The one that's going through the pain, that's who the Lord is with. The Lord ain't with the pastor that everything is okay. He, you know what I'm talking about? He got the nice house, he got the nice car, putting his kids through college. The Lord is with the one that is the underdog.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? That's why the Lord chose Israelites anyway, because we were underdogs. You know what I'm talking about? We wasn't the greatest nation, we wasn't the biggest nation. And the Lord was like, yeah, I'm gonna turn y'all into something nice. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Just like every movie that we watch, we didn't root for the Autobots or Sam Witwicky because he was popular and all that. We rooted for him because he was a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? You ever seen that movie Rudy?
Yeah, is that the football one?
Yeah. We rooted for Rudy because he was the weakest out there, the smallest out there. Mm-hmm. We was like, come on, Rudy, man, hit him in the legs. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We root for the underdogs, and that's how the Most High is. The Most High wants he helps the underdogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm right.
Keep going. Verse 21.
Verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God.
Right. They moved the Most High to jealousy with that which is not God, which is Janice, New Year's.
Right.
The sun god, Apollo. Mm-hmm. Right. That's who they worshiping on Sunday, right? The sun god. That's why they go to church on Sunday, and on Saturday, on the Lord's Sabbath, they don't give a damn what they do. Right, go ahead.
Come. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities.
Right, with their shit. I mean, with their things that don't mean nothing.
Right.
That's what vanities mean. The bane and vanity don't mean nothing. Don't mean jack. Go ahead.
And I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people.
Right. Go ahead.
I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
Right. You see how angry Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans be with the white people?
Yep.
Because they get to do whatever they want and we don't.
Right.
Yep. They get to do whatever they want and we don't. When we do something, we get punished. You know what I'm talking about? We're jealous of white people. We're jealous of these other nations. Mm-hmm. Can nobody tell me we're not jealous of these other nations? Keep going.
Right. Verse 22, for a fire is kindled in mine anger.
A what?
A fire is kindled in my anger.
Man, so the Most High said he got a fire kindled in his anger. He's angry. The Most High is angry, and he got a fire kindled for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right. And for these other nations also that causes us to be a stumbling block to us. Go ahead.
Khan. It shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase.
Right.
And set on fire the foundations of the mountains.
Right. What is that? What is the foundation? What is the foundations of the mountains?
Slapping.
Governments, rulerships, kingdoms. You know what I'm talking about? He's gonna set on fire for that, man. Just to put us where we belong. Right. You got the slave history.
Salakia, what was the name of that article? I can look it up.
It says New Year's Day slave history. Here, you can use this again. Yeah, let's get into some articles.
Was
now.
that on time?
Mm-hmm.
It was on time. All right, I got that one.
All right, no sweat.
It says the slaves dread New Year's Day the worst. The grim history of January 1st.
Wait, it says say that title one more time.
The slaves dread New Year's Day the worst.
Mm-hmm.
The grim history of January 1st.
Right. Because what they don't know, Black Friday.
Right.
So Black Friday is the end of Thanksgiving, right? And that's it's the beginning of the holiday season, the greatest time of year. They always say in that boom, right? So holidays. I mean, Black Friday. That Black Friday. Why is it called Black Friday?
Because that's where they sold black people.
You damn right. That's when they show black people to each other for cheap. That's when they started to lower their prices so as somebody can come in and buy slaves.
Yeah.
Right, but let's go to the article now.
It says Americans are likely to think of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day as a time to celebrate the fresh start that is New Year represents. But there is also a troubling side to the holiday's history. In the years before the Civil War, the first day of the new year was often heartbreaking for a heartbreaking one for enslaved people in the United States.
Right.
In the African American community, New Year's Day used to be widely known as Hiring Day or Heartbreak Day, as the African American abolitionist journalist William Cooper Nell described it, because enslaved people spent New Year's Eve waiting, wondering if their owners were going to rent them out to someone else, thus potentially splitting up their families.
And when it says renting them out, what does that mean?
Selling them.
Okay, well, what else does that mean by renting them out? Come on, man. Think about the holiday seasons, the white men getting drunk.
Renting them out could also mean whoring them out.
There we go. There we go. Right. So is it strange that every Christmas through New Year's, everybody want to go out there and shake their all the black women want to go shake their batons. We want to go shake it and be all in the club and just have fun twerking up and down the streets.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about, is it strange?
Is it strange? Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, you're right.
I wouldn't say it was strange because that's
all year as it is at this point.
Yeah, it is all year, but during the holiday time, it's something different. You feel me? But I'm not saying it's strange. I'm not saying strange. It's not strange. You feel me? It doesn't because that's what was happening then. So that's what's happening now. They got paid to be whores back then, or they didn't get paid to get whores, but they were treated like whores back then. So then now that's what happens. Go ahead.
It kind of goes back, because we're in this condition of hell, a lot of our people going broke this time of the year. So you got a lot of sisters out there willing to do something strange for a little bit of change, pretty much at this point, right?
Right.
From the OnlyFans to the escorting and all kinds of crazy mess you see because of social media and how it's influenced women to have, like, just the average everyday woman nowadays has an outreach and she can reach out to so many people to put her body on the internet, you know what I'm saying? To put herself out there. And what I see, and this is especially disgusting, what I've seen, is that typically you start to see more women of our nation try to get a white man, especially this time of the year. Because they the ones that are in a position to buy all the gifts for the holiday season and all that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And so that's something that I've noticed, even in sisters that somewhat have potential. You know what I'm saying? They may not be typically a terrible, they may not be, they look like they might even have a chance, but then you see them with a white man's like, dang, that's a demon right there. That sister.
That's a very strong demon. That's a very strong demon.
That pissed me off too.
And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I did see that this year. I did see that this year, and it pissed me off too. But I'll tell you, the Lord don't like that, man.
That's what I'm saying.
The Lord don't like that, and you can tell them that, but they can be like, me and my white man gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Hey, I just had to tell you, sis.
You want to go meet his family?
You know what I'm talking about? And I brought out an article that Chad Wheeler, remember that Chad Wheeler guy that had the sister, and he beat her, and then she and then like when she woke up, he was eating a bowl of cereal, and he was surprised that she was still alive. So he went to choking her some more. You know what I'm talking about? He was a football player. Well, he was an offensive lineman. They say he was like 6'6", 310 pounds. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, you talking about that white boy, right?
Yeah, Chad Wheeler. Yeah, I was like, man, when we was and she said that the attack started because she wouldn't bow to him.
The fuck?
Hey,
he even looked like a cracker, like one of them ones with them thick necks. Like he looked like he was a good old boy back in the day, you know, in a different life.
Yeah.
Like you could tell he was one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I know what you're talking about. I forgot about that, but yeah, now you mentioned Chad Wheeler. I remember seeing that because it was like, why would she even get with this dude? You know what I mean?
Right.
What the heck is she seeing him? And it kind of goes with what we're seeing right here, Heartbreak Day. It's like sisters that had like even like when you're looking at what this is talking about, now I have to imagine this for a second because imagine that you a slave and you got a rib that works with you because y'all slaves together and y'all having kids and y'all doing that, and then she gets rented out. You know how degrading that would be?
That you can't protect her.
That you can't do nothing about that. And she gonna go and do all sorts of disgusting things and become detached from you spiritually.
Right.
And they gonna force her to come back and what, live with you again? Or just take her on and never see you again? Like that's
I imagine that's slave. That's why slave revolts happen.
That's hell, man.
You get enough brothers that happened to. They be like, you know what? I'm gonna kill Massa.
Yeah.
You feel me? You finna do what? I'm finna kill Massa. Oh, Jesse, don't do it. You gonna die too. No, I'm finna kill. I'm no. Like, you feel me? Like, that's how that I imagine that's how the slave revolts was happening. They was like, because I couldn't. Just speaking for myself, I couldn't handle that. I'd be like,
human box is serious business.
It is. It's a very serious business. It's even a serious business now when brothers got women and men go have sex with other men's women.
Exactly.
That's a very serious accusation. You can kill a brother and you can kill both of them and get away on temporary insanity.
Wow.
Like, you feel me? So even the courts understand. You know what I'm talking about? I don't think I don't suggest that for any Black, Hispanic, and Native American.
Right. Yeah,
because you use a second class citizen here in America.
Right, exactly.
You feel me? So I don't agree with that. Don't do that. That's not what you should do. Yeah, you feel me? You should call the I.S.U.P.K. and get counsel. You feel me? And the brother in the city closest nearest you, he's going to tell you, don't do that. Just, you know what I'm talking about? Leave the situation. Wait a couple of days. Go pack all your stuff, and you know what you feel me? They're not going to tell you go kill him. No. We keep going on. Is there more?
Come on.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says the renting out of slave labor was relatively common practice in the antebellum South, and a profitable practice.
Wait. In the what?
In a profitable practice.
No. It says in the antebellum South, right?
Sir.
Where is that at? I'm looking for it. Man, where is it at? What you mean?
You talking about?
I see it. I see Antebellum South.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Antebellum. You should watch that.
Isn't that like a scary movie?
No, it's not a scary movie. It's a sister that was married and then she was married. She went out to go promote her book with her friends, and then she left early or something, and then she called an Uber, and then they put something in her drink, and then when she woke up, she was in like, you ever seen that episode of the Boondocks when they went back to slavery, Freedom Land?
Nah.
Well, that's what it was. She didn't go back in time. She went back to like they had a whole slave plantation.
So Antebellum South is talking about during the slave days, basically.
Yeah, but it's not. It was actually in real time, but it was just like dressed like slavery time.
Oh wow.
She thought she went back in time and all that until a cell phone rung. And she was like, she heard the cell phone and she got to looking like, like, you feel me? Yeah. It's a wild movie, man. It's a wild movie.
Yeah, sounds like it.
When I watched it, I was thinking like, yeah, did everybody else see this? Like, you feel me? Go ahead.
Khan. Hiring Day was part of the larger economic cycle in which most debts were collected and settled on New Year's Day.
Right. Go ahead.
Says Alexis McCroson, an expert on the history of New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and a professor of history at Southern Methodist University, who writes about Hiring Day and whatever.
Man, SMU, that's in Dallas, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Some enslaved people were put up for auction that day or held under contracts that started in January. These transactions also took place all year long, and contracts could last for different amounts of time. These deals were conducted privately among families, friends, and businesses. In business contexts, and slaves were handed over in town squares. On courthouse steps, and sometimes simply on the side of the road.
Damn.
According to Divided Mastery, Slave Hiring in the American South, a book by Jonathan D. Martin. Accounts of the cruelty of Hiring Day come from records left by those who secured their freedom, who describe spending the day before January 1st, hoping and praying that their hirers would be humane and that their families would stay together.
And now we just, before January 1st, we're like, man, I can't wait for New Year's, man. I'm gonna shake my ass and pop fireworks, and we gonna eat greens and black eyed peas and
smoke and all that nasty stuff.
They say I'm gonna get high. I'm gonna be high as all high, bro. And somebody gonna have sex with me tonight. They don't use that word, but that's what it is. You feel me? And that's what the women be looking for. That's what the women be looking for. That's what the men be looking for. To get high, get drunk, have sex. And that's what their life depends on. That's what Black and Hispanic and Native American men, women, that's what they look for. The whole time that they're alive, they're looking to get high, drunk, and have sex. And then they say they grown. I'm grown because they can get high, drunk, and have sex. Go ahead.
So what's crazy too is that I bet you anything there's going to be also a spike in the abortion clinics shortly after January 1st.
Yikes.
Shortly after Valentine's Day. You know what I'm talking about? Shortly after Christmas Day. Due to all that whoredom that takes place and the quote-unquote renting that takes place. When you think about it, that's technically what it is, right?
Right.
Women out here acting like a $2 hoe, and all that does is it leads to them being more, susceptible to what happens to women when they're in survival mode.
Right. Because that's what
survival mode do that a lot, right?
Right.
And of course, her being in survival mode, she can't afford no kids. She's gonna end up in that abortion clinic.
Right.
Like it's like a messed up cycle that keeps happening.
Yeah, because she don't know what to do with a baby, and if she even was in a relationship, right, and she had to not a relationship, but she had sex with a man, and because she chose to choose that man on his haircut, because he got the nice J's on his feet. Oh, he got some gold chains, girl, and a nice car. So since you chose that man on that and had sex with him, but didn't know that he was gonna leave her,
right?
Just have sex and leave her. She got pregnant, and now she don't know what to do with the baby. So now she's gonna go abort the baby. By any means, don't abort the baby. Bring that baby to the I.S.U.P.K.
Yep. It's another soldier right there.
Don't abort that baby. Bring that baby to Commanding General Yohana.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do, black woman. You bring that baby to Commanding General Yohana, and brother, you get in this school and you get in class and you learn what it is to be a real man and take care of your family, provide for your family. And we're not just talking about money. We're not talking about money. We're talking about providing guidance, reassurance, understanding of the scriptures, understanding of the world, protection. You know what I mean? We're not just talking. They're gonna be like, oh, providing money. That's what because they're Christian, and they learn from their oppressors,
right?
And that's what their oppressors always talking about: money. That's all they want. That's why child support is running rampant in the black community. Because money. Well, really, and then they get the money from the man with child support, and it's not. They still don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Still don't know what they're doing. Let's go back to the scriptures. Give me Psalms 96 and 4.
Oh God.
That's the potty.
Psalm chapter 96 and verse 4. For the Lord is great.
For the Lord is what?
For the Lord is great.
Man, the Lord power Yahweh is great.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they don't say enough in church. That's what they don't say enough in church. The God of Israel is great. They say God is great. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good.
Right.
But they giving it up to Caesar Borgia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Keep going, Art.
Oh God. And greatly to be praised.
And not Caesar Borgia, not them Take Me to the King songs and something about the name of Jesus.
Oh my God.
Good, right. Amazing Grace looking
Right
ass.
churches, bro.
Oh my goodness, Amazing Grace looking ass. Right, keep going.
Oh God. He is to be feared above all gods.
Right, he's to be feared above Janice, man. Feared above Nimrod.
Mm-hmm.
Feared above Krishna, Buddha. Feared above Muhammad. He should be feared above them, man. You shouldn't be worried about them because you should be worried about what the Most High is going to do when he finds you worshiping them, man. Go ahead.
Come on. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
They're what?
Are idols.
They're idols, man. All the gods of the different nations are idols, man. They can't do nothing for you. Can't do nothing to you. They can't hurt you. They can't. They just there.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going, Art.
But the Lord made the heavens.
The Lord did what?
Made the heavens.
The Lord made the heavens, the earth, the waters, all that, man. The Lord made you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, to be the greatest thing on this planet, man. The Lord made us to be the greatest thing on this planet. That's why I said the Lord made the heavens. The Lord made us to be in rulership, man.
Right.
So don't be worried about these other guys. Man, start that over, bro.
Come on.
Start that over.
Psalm chapter 96, verse 4. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised.
Right.
He is to be feared above all gods.
Right. He's to be feared above all gods, man. All gods. Not just this God, not just that God. All of them, man. The Egyptian gods, too. Because I see a whole bunch of people wearing ankhs and don't even know what that means.
Right.
They wearing ankhs nowadays and don't even know what that means, man. They just want to be African. And if they want to be African, how come they always want to be Egyptian? What about the other ones? What about South Africa? What about Ethiopians? No. Only Egypt. Right. I'm from Egypt.
Right.
I mean, you ain't from Egypt, dog. You don't know where you from.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where you from. Keep going.
Khan. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
For all the gods of the nation are idols. That's why they're wearing that ankh, because they love idols. That's why they're wearing that ankh. That's why they're wearing what's her name? Nefertiti, which was an evil wench. She was evil wench. She killed Israelites by the thousands, man. She was very wicked to Israelites. Go ahead.
Khan. But the Lord made the heavens.
But the Lord made the heavens, and the Lord was also the one that killed those Egyptians, man, in the time of Passover, man. The Lord also did that too. Give me Habakkuk 2 and 18.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get back into these.
I always forget where Habakkuk is at.
Because Habakkuk is a very small book, but it's very heavy. But the brothers bring it out as very heavy. You know, so it's like Habakkuk is like, yeah, it's one of them jewels, man. It's like Lamentations. It's like Lamentations. Lamentations got some ish in there.
Technically, right around 609 BC.
Yeah.
All right. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 18. What profiteth the graven image that
Right.
the maker thereof had graven it?
Right. What profited that Nefertiti necklace? You know what I'm talking about? Nefertiti earrings. What profited the cross? What profited the stars and moon that Islam worship? What profited that, man? The Ankh. What profited those things? Nothing. There's no profit to them. It can't hurt you. It can't make it. What profit the Christmas tree? What profits the fireworks? Go ahead.
What profited the graven image that the maker thereof have graven it? The molten image. And a
Right.
teacher of lies.
A teacher of what?
A teacher of lies.
It's a teacher of lies, black man, Hispanic man, because you ain't Egyptian. You not the Lord didn't tell you to be a Christian, black man.
Right.
He didn't tell you to wear no cross, black man, Hispanic man.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord didn't tell you, black man, Hispanic man, to be worshiping stars and things like that. In Islam, kissing a rock. The Lord didn't tell you to be worshiping Saturn, Mars, Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, hold that. Hold that out. Hold that right there. Give me Jeremiah 10. Give me Jeremiah 10. The Lord didn't tell you to be doing all this, man.
Got it.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the Lord, the Slakia. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Right. It says, hear this word, the house of Israel, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. Hear these words. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
It says, do what?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
It says, don't learn the way of the heathen. And the way of the heathen is money, homosexuality, sex with whores, all this, man.
That's right.
Keep going.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Be not dismayed at Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Saturn,
Right.
all these different stars, Orion's belt.
Right.
Don't be dismayed at them, man. Don't be worried about all these different things that these other nations consider gods, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about that. Keep going.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right, because the heathen looked at those things and they go, oh man, I wonder how that was made and why it was made. And you know what? I'm going to worship that thing there. We're going to look at the sun. See, we're going to make Sunday and we're going to go worship on Sunday. Mm-hmm. What's up, Bob?
Also, Salakia, if I could, the way these broads out here, they be real caught up in that astrology. I
was coming to that next.
Oh, I already know you. Yeah.
I was coming to that
really
next.
Be in that stuff. I'm like, why? You know what I mean? It's like nine answers.
Because they'll turn down the good dude because you a Capricorn. Me and Capricorn. They say Libras and Capricorns don't mix. But then she'll go to Tyrone, who's a Leo. And Tyrone be going upside her head, you know, I'm talking about 7 days out the week. Because the wind is blowing. Is the wind blowing? Tyrone going slapping her upside the head. And she like, but I love him though. My horoscope said that a Leo is perfect for me. Because I'm a Gemini. And Tyrone slapping her upside her head every chance you get. Why? Because she worshipped them stars.
Right.
She worships that thing there. She believes in that. But then the Most High say, when you get a man, prove him first before you have sex with him and all that, right?
Right.
Prove him first before you marry that man. She be like, nigga, I don't believe that. But she believe that a Leo is perfect for her because she's a Gemini. But the Leo going upside her it's all but backwards.
Exactly.
Say as backwards. Mm-hmm. It's all backwards. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. She just it's crazy. It's crazy. And nowadays men, fathers would be like, I don't like that man right there and that you be with. Don't marry him. Don't be, you know what I'm talking about? And the woman go, I don't care. I like him, being a rebellious spirit, an Israelite, like she was, you know what I mean, an Israelite, right? And then she gets with that man, right? And then now it don't work out, And I told you not to do it, but she didn't care about that. She was rodmatized. Go ahead, Doc.
Going right with what you said, I got a precept for you.
Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 82 and verse 5. It says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
Right.
All the foundations of the earth are out of course."
Right. All the governments of everything, all the understandings of the earth is out of course.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand anything.
They can't even look at a planet without tripping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. What's that precept? The wisdom of this world is foolish.
mm-hmm.
And you can count the wise as foolish. You feel me? They're all foolish. They're all foolish. You know, let's keep going on Habakkuk, man. Let's go back to Habakkuk so we can get some more articles before we close out.
We got Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
What profiteth the graven image that the maker thereof have graven it? The molten image, and a teacher of lies.
A what?
A teacher of lies.
Right.
That the maker of his work trusteth therein.
Right.
To make dumb idols.
To make what?
To make dumb idols.
They're dumb idols. They're not smart.
Right.
They can't help you. They're dumb idols. Mm-hmm. That's how the Most High feel about these. And I brought this idol out after I brought out the nation's gods or idols.
Right.
Because they're dumb idols. That's what they are. The Most High is basically calling these nations dumb.
That's right.
Keep going.
Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake.
He says, woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake. Woe means destruction. So destruction unto them that got that what they be having them crucifixes around their neck and kissing it and shit. I mean, and stuff. What is that gonna do?
Nothing.
It's not gonna stop a bullet.
Right.
Trust me, it's not gonna stop a bullet. It's not gonna stop a bullet. It's not gonna stop your wife from cheating on you with the pastor. It's not gonna stop none of that. Mm-hmm. You're just wearing it. You just spending your money on it because it is nothing. Keep going.
It says, like, woe unto him that said to the wood, awake, to the dumb stone, arise, it shall teach.
Right, to that cobblestone, arise, it shall teach. Because it's not teaching you anything.
Right.
It's not helping you do anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's helping spread coronavirus because everybody got to kiss it.
Right.
That's what it's doing. It's spreading coronavirus, spreading COVID-19. What it's COVID-20 now. It's 21. You know, this is the third variation of it. COVID-21, Omicron, COVID-21. Go ahead.
Omicron. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver.
Stop. What else is laid over with gold and silver that's in the Bible?
The Christmas tree.
The what?
The Christmas tree.
The Christmas tree. That's in the Bible. That's another idol. It is laid with gold and silver. Right. Just like this dumb stone and just like this dumb cross.
Right.
And just like these Nefertiti chains and ankhs and all this extra.
Right.
Go ahead.
Omicron. It is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
There's no breath at all in the midst of it. It's not alive.
Right.
If you forget your cross, throw it away. Burn that thing there, man. It ain't gonna do nothing for you. It ain't gonna do nothing to you. Give me that about the deaths. About the deaths.
You talking about corona death?
No.
Violence?
Yes.
All right, I got it right.
Yes.
Says, deadly celebrations. New Year's Eve parties leave at least 12 dead, including 2 teens as gunfire rings in 2022 across the U.S.
Deadly celebrations. It says New Year's Eve parties leave at least 12 dead. That's all across America.
Right.
Let's keep going.
New Year's Eve celebrations in the U.S. descended into chaos, with at least 12 killed, including 2 teens.
Right.
Violence erupted at several parties across the nation, including fatal shootings in Maryland, Virginia, Georgia, Minneapolis, Mississippi, in Philadelphia.
Ooh. Now let's get about in Georgia.
In Georgia, a 15-year-old was gunned down at a New Year's Eve party at a rental home.
Right. There's a 15-year-old. There it is. Let's do Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, 3 people were gunned down in 2 separate shootings.
In what?
In 2 separate shootings.
3 people were gunned down in 2 separate shootings. Let's go to the next one.
Rapper Lil Devin, age 24, was killed at a party.
Right. Now let's go to in New York City.
In New York City, a man was stabbed in Midtown minutes after the ball dropped in Times Square.
Right. Go.
Damn, that sounds like an Assassin's Creed scenario, right? Like,
I'm trying to tell you. So before, it's like before New Year's, right?
I'm trying to read that again. That
Yeah,
crazy.
but before New Year's, we was getting murdered. After New Year's, right 12 o'clock. Did it change?
No,
it didn't change. It didn't change. The same thing was going on. Go ahead, Rob.
Can you imagine? So it's like the dude that had the knife, right? They seen the ball drop down. They seen all the people in the streets. 3, 2, 1, blah, blah, blah. And then the firecrackers going crazy, is loud, and then someone just come up behind someone, just zoom, 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 zoom. What in the heck is going on here, man?
That's that New Year's. That's the spirit of Janice.
That's Janice be tripping.
That's that New Year's spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
According to police, the unidentified victim was arguing with another man on West 34th Street and 8th Avenue at around 12:30 p.m. local time when a fight ensued. As the two fought, the victim was stabbed in the left side of his back. The victim was taken to Bellevue Hospital where he was expected to survive.
He didn't.
The stabber ran off and is still on the loose as of Saturday afternoon.
Let's do it in Indiana. Let's talk about Lil Devin.
In Indiana, rapper Lil Devin, whose real name is Devin Swain, was killed at New Year's Eve party in his family's home. Officers were initially called to the house for a possible home invasion robbery. When they arrived to the scene, they found Swain with injuries to his chest, Fox 59 reported. Swain was rushed to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead. The up-and-coming rapper was attacked by several masked men who entered the home, his family told the outlet. In Philadelphia, 3 people were gunned down in separate quintuple and triple shootings on Saturday morning.
No, it says quintuple.
Quintuple,
That means 5.
The quintuple shooting happened shortly after 2 a.m. at a New Year's Eve gathering in Cecil B. Moore Avenue near Temple University. Per Philadelphia Police Inspector D.F. Pace, who identified 2 identified people were let me slow down. 2 unidentified people were killed and 3 women were wounded. I don't know why it says it like that.
Right, because 3 women was wounded because they wanted to go shake a little tail,
Right.
shake a tail feather at the New Year's Eve party, and they got shot up, and now you got bullet holes all in you. Go ahead. So the death angel was out this weekend, huh?
Yeah. It says the victims were shot multiple times and were transported to Temple University Hospital, where they were pronounced dead. A private vehicle took the 3 injured women to the same hospital. They are listed in stable condition, police say. What I can tell you is that the group was part of a larger group who were assembled here in this area for New Year's Eve. New Year's Day festivities when they were shot. The city of brotherly violence. It's talking about Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, you gotta say the city of brotherly love.
Yeah.
Right.
Philadelphia.
I've been to Philly. I've been to Philly. That's not what you think.
Right.
I don't think Rocky was running through there, bro.
Or maybe he was running from the violence.
Straight up. I was like, go ahead.
All right. It says Philadelphia recorded more killings than ever in 2021, as the number of people slain last year stood at 562, doubling the 250 total in 2014.
So the world's not getting better because of Corona. The world's getting worse, huh?
All right.
Go ahead.
The city saw a spike in gun violence that began hitting historic levels in 2020.
Wait. When was the stimulus check started going out?
Around 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you're talking about. Experts claim several once-in-a-lifetime events coinciding a pandemic, economic upheaval, a nationwide reckoning over racial inequality.
Wait, over what?
Over racial iniquity.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And social and political unrest may be to blame.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like race war popping up.
Right.
What Christ say? Nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
Okay. The city appropriated $155 million to public safety in its last budget, including $16 million for neighborhood-based groups fighting violence. At a separate New Year's Eve party, a 33-year-old man died, and two 23-year-old women were wounded in a triple shooting.
Why is all these women getting injured in shootings? Because they need to quit taking their butts to parties and trying to shake a tail feather. They need to stay home with them kids.
Yep.
That's what they need to do. They need to be at home with them kids. And the same thing happened in San Antonio. I think the two girls out here that had to fight, they died. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I just gotta keep reading because this is crazy.
I know. Keep going.
Police say the party was held at an auto parts business on East Luray Street.
Mm-hmm.
The shooter, who witness told police, was at the party and may have known the victims. Fired at least 6 shots around 1:30 a.m., striking the 33-year-old multiple times in the chest and the women once each in the leg. Did these women die from a leg shot?
No, they didn't die. They were wounded. Yeah.
Okay. It's lucky. The women were in stable condition at Temple University Hospital. Cops say the gunman was described as a man in his 30s wearing a yellow hoodie covered by a puffer jacket.
Now let's do the Minneapolis team.
A 15-year-old teen was killed.
Hey, shalom, y'all. Shalom, none by Shem, y'all sis.
And another was injured in a Minneapolis, New York, New Year's Eve shooting. Police in Minneapolis responded to North DuPont Avenue at 4:30 p.m. for a report of shooting with one person down and another wounded.
Ooh.
Cops found the unidentified teen with a gunshot wound. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
God.
The second teen, a 16-year-old, was taken to North Memorial Health Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police believe the two were walking when gunfire from a vehicle came. No one has been arrested.
Nobody has been arrested in all of these cases. Keep going, because Virginia's more the same John, man.
Virginia shooting. Gunshots rang out at a large outdoor New Year's Eve party in Prince George, Virginia, on Saturday morning, leaving one dead and another injured. When officials arrived, they witnessed people running from the scene. The two victims were found lying in a grass field. Tremaz Tynes, 20 years old, was pronounced dead at the scene. The second victim was transported to VCU Medical Center with life-threatening injuries. Police say more than 100 people were at the party. No arrests have been made.
There you go. Let's do the shooting in Virginia. Shooting in Georgia. Because the same thing is going to happen. I'm trying to tell you that no arrest is going to be made. Why is no arrest going to be made? Because they don't care. Go ahead.
Police in Douglas County, Georgia, say a 15-year-old was shot dead at a rental home early Friday morning.
So we got two 15-year-olds dead and one 16-year-old critically injured. Go ahead.
The shooting happened around 12:24 a.m. on Deering Court, where cops say they found a large group of people gathered and the teen deceased from a gunshot wound. Good night. Home surveillance cameras captured the chaotic scene as frightened teens spilled out of his house to escape the gunfire.
Damn. They were shooting inside the crib. So it's everybody inside the house.
What?
Everybody inside the house partying or whatever they doing, shaking
crazy,
ass. And they got to shoot inside of the party.
Right.
inside of the house, not outside of the house. They didn't take it outside. They started shooting inside of the house where everybody was at. Go ahead, Art.
Man, that's crazy because, and it says right here that there was at least 100 teens at that house party, right?
You dig what I'm saying?
And I'll be honest with you, it sounded like a pretty lit party, right? That's because when you was in high school,
I
right,
know.
17, 18 years old, and you was trying to go to a party, you was like, okay, where's it? Hey, what's popping off tonight? Where's it popping off? Okay.
They say that party over there.
House party.
They said that party over there pretty lit.
Yeah, and then why they there? Why? Because they want to see some women there. They ain't there just to get drunk. They try to see what's good with these bras. I bet you anything that shooting probably happened because dudes was beefing over trying to holler at some females.
Hey, man, hey.
You know what I mean?
Hey, it's been plenty of times.
Good night, and brothers. These cats don't know how to aim. They don't hitting a 15-year-old. Like, what the heck did he got to do with any of this, right? Crazy, man.
Keep going.
Investigators discovered several shell casings in a yard a few doors down from where the teen died. A neighbor told Fox 5 that about 100 teens attended the house party at the residence when the shots were being fired. We heard bang, 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 came outside, kids was running everywhere. Everybody was hollering. They got shot, the neighbor said. No arrests have been made.
There's been 100 people at that party, and nobody said anything. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Wait. We got more, man. This is all over the nation, Doc. This is all over the nation. It 3 dead. Look. It says Baltimore slang. 3 dead in Mississippi. It just keeps going on and on and on. It says next page. It just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. But let's get these last two.
Baltimore slayings. The city of Baltimore recorded its first homicide 90 minutes into the new year after 2 men were killed and 1 teen was injured in a triple shooting. Police responded to a shooting in the Edmondson Village neighborhood at around 1:30 a.m. on Saturday. There, officials discovered 2 men and a 16-year-old suffering from gunshot wounds to the body. Both adult males were pronounced dead at the scene. The 16-year-old boy was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injury.
They didn't say nothing about their arrest. Nobody gets arrested in Baltimore.
They didn't say it's like it.
If you get arrested in Baltimore, you wanted to get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
3 dead in Mississippi. Gunfire rang out at Mississippi party just minutes before the end of 2021. Police say 3 people were killed. 4 were wounded after a fight broke out, and shots were fired at a Gulfport near New Year's party on Friday. According to the Harrison County Coroner Office, the 3 victims have been identified as Corey DuBose, 23 years old, Cedric McCord, 28 years old, and Aubrey Lewis, 22 years old. The 4 other people wounded are expected to recover. 1 person remained in critical condition.
Yep. And that's it. Well, with that, we had I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And we were teaching the truth of the Bible since 1969. And I passed the class over to Officer Yahweh.
Okay. I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for the new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which they will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, found in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'ashirah means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offerings for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. upcoming holy convocations. The next is going to be the Feast of Purim, which is the 14th day and 15th day of the 12th month. This is to take place Monday the 14th February and Tuesday the 15th of February. You can find this in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, that concludes the I.S.U.P.K. security announcements.
You want to do it? You want me to do it?
You got it.
I got no sweat. And with that, Amajim. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. We're going to start. Turn the face to front. Turn the face to east. All right. We're going to do the first. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kudak.
Kudash.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Hawa.
Hawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Natanlanawa.
Nathanael.
Lacham.
Lacham.
Kal.
Kal.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknanawa.
Wasalakanawa.
Kabawathnawa.
Kabawathnawa.
Kasalaknanawa.
Kasalakanawa.
Kabawathyannawa.
Kabawathnawa.
Wala'Allah.
Wala'Allah.
Taba'ayanawa.
Tabi'ayanawa.
Banasayawan.
Banasayawan.
Abal.
Abal.
Hayashayanawa.
Hawashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Rai.
Kayah.
Hayah.
Lakha.
Lakah.
Hamalakwa.
Malakwa.
Wala'Allah.
Wa'al.
Watapa'arah.
Watapa'ara.
Allah Walamyam.
I will love you.
Aman.
Amen. What we said was, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
in earth
as
it is in heaven.
heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our
As
debts
we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
Into
into temptation.
temptation.
But deliver us
From evil.
from evil. For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. All right. With that, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel. Majim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shabbarakatah. Admatah. We're going to start. Turn the face to sisters. Men of Israel. Majim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak.
Yahweh Shema Hatan Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
And with that, class dismissed.